Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another episode of Undercover Vikings. And as promised, today we're going to talk about the 5 things we have to look forward to in the season 4B. So, the number one thing we've all been talking about is Lagertha and Queen Aslog. Obviously, there is going to be some tension between these two. There is going to be some kind of fight. We don't know what it is yet, but so far the previews has given us so much to look forward to because there is a power struggle going on. Lagertha has always felt like Kattegat was her home, and Queen Aslog has been ruling Kattegat in the absence of Ragnar for quite some time. So we have a lot to look forward to because who knows? Maybe the people will go for Aslog, or maybe the people will remember their love for Lagertha. Remember, it's a whole new generation growing up in the city now, and it's gotten so much bigger. So it'll be interesting to see how the fight is going to happen between Lagertha and Aslog, and where Ragnar will stand in the middle of their quarrel. The second thing we have to look forward to is Ivar. Obviously, he has grown up into a teenager. We're not sure what age he is. I'm guessing somewhere in the 15, 16-year-old range. But then again, I could be pushing it too far, and he might just be like just getting in there, like 14 years old. But who knows? But it's very obvious that he's going to be gaining a lot of information from his father. The previews has shown many conversations that they've had together. And I saw a really cool preview where I think he's going to lose his virginity. And I'm not sure what to expect. But it's really cool to see how everyone kind of carries him around, but they still fear him. He shows a lot of leadership in this season, so that is something that we have a great deal to look forward to because I think we're going to learn a lot about Ivar the Boneless. The third thing we have to look forward to is Bjorn. Yep, Bjorn is getting ready to go on the Mediterranean, and from the previews, it seems like we're going to see it maybe one of his first trips, unless they're headed back to England, which we know that Ragnar still has to take care of. But I did see a conversation between Bjorn and Ragnar where Bjorn is telling his father that he's not interested in fighting the same battles and that he wants to go do something new, which is the Mediterranean. Floki has been building boats for Bjorn, so it's going to be good to see this because I think that Floki, Bjorn, Helga, all of them are going to be heading on an adventure pretty soon. The fourth thing that we have to look forward to in the upcoming season 4B is going to be Rollo. Yes, he has such a hate-love relationship with his audience right now, but Rollo has so much to look forward to. He's already won the war against his brother. He's not sure if his brother is going to return, but the people are celebrating him. And so far, there has been no season where he has been celebrated. So I know he's going to be living on cloud 9 right now, and he's expecting a son. Now, I've seen some comments where people are saying that his wife is going to die. That's Giza. They think that she's going to die, but we don't know that for sure. So it's going to be interesting to see what's going on in Paris. I don't think that we're going to be venturing off to Paris as Vikings, but I think that we're going to see him living on cloud 9 while struggling with the fact that he still is a Viking and he still has those urges to be the way his culture is and not just adopt all the Christian culture, values, and things. So we get to see his power struggle within himself about being a Viking, but then also being the hero of Paris. And the fifth thing, which I think is going to be very anticipated and not much is being told, but I think that something is going to show here, is the fact that Ragnar, his lifetime as a ruler is going to be kind of slowly coming to an end. His people are not really on his side right now. They respect him for what he has done for Kattegat, but right now they don't really trust him or respect too much of the decisions that he has made since they lost the war on Paris. He's been gone for so long. His children are grown up. He has to regain some kind of relationship with his younger sons who didn't really know him that well. And then he also has to regain some kind of relationship with Bjorn. We are going to see something happen between him and Lagertha, but there hasn't been much detail. I did see a kiss. I know, if you didn't want to know, now you know. And we did see that he said, "I love you" to Floki, so that's already been spilled out of the bag. I think that they're trying to get us to understand that Ragnar is sealing up some of his relationships and getting ready to start saying his goodbyes. I know, guys, do not cry, but there has to be an end to a life. If Ragnar lived forever, he would be miserable. And right now, he's ready to join all the fallen Vikings in Valhalla, and we should want that for him, right? It's time for his sons to take leadership. Now, I don't think that Ragnar is going to die in any form or way in season 4B. I think that's going to be left to season 5, but I do think that there is going to be a capture, because I have seen some commercials about Ragnar getting into some kind of wagon with cages around it and everything. So I think he's going to kind of like feed his sons with some information, and then he's going to kind of venture off and begin his process. It's going to be sad to see these things happen, but he has to have some closure, and it's going to eventually be time for him to say goodbye. So those are the 5 things we have to look forward to in the upcoming season 4B. If you think there are some other things that I have left out, go ahead and leave it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to add it to another video. Until next time, Vikings, we're out.